live chat. Recommend. I missed that little notification. It's so funny. We're used to be on Instagram, so it's faced the other way, but we're just trying to check angles here. So.
Come in, lift it up a little bit.
Oh, there we go. But now you can't see my face.
How about
Yeah, that works. Let's see if you can see Mike's head. We'll scoot back. Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Woo!
Anyways, I think he's gonna not wear this hat all night. Do you want to wear the hat all night? We'll wait until some people jump on, but we will see what happens. But it's St. Patrick's Day. It's kind of fun. So, we are not normally live on Instagram. We're normally live on Instagram and not live on YouTube. So we've only done YouTube a couple of times
Just
live.
a couple times.
So with YouTube, we don't get the little hearts, which I think are so much fun. So they make me smile and laugh and all those kind of things. So now we have people jumping on. Do you want to show them what you had?
Oh.
Watch. There we go. Ready? He's coming.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Happy St. Patrick's Day! So, anyways, we are here to answer questions, and we have a big announcement of a hack that we're going to be showing. So anyways, just have your questions be popping up, and we will be answering them. We will stay on live as long as you guys are here and wanting to learn stuff from us. So
we can see comments?
I think so. Here, somebody sent us a question so we can see.
Okay.
So I saw something just pop up a second ago.
I don't know how you get to it though.
We might have to grab it quick. There we go. Oh, somebody wants to know the new hack. I'm going to make you wait just a few minutes. But Leslie, who is like our biggest supporter on Patreon, like really helped us out the other night. Right before the book was getting to be submitted, she was able to put a fresh new set of eyes on our book and was able to be the first person outside of the family and the team to see the book.
Yep.
And was able to catch a couple little mistakes, but she doesn't even know. After she got to see the book, we figured out something new and we were able to sneak it in there right at the last second. So anyways, so we're going to give it a few minutes before we announce that. But yeah, so today's St. Patrick's Day. We're wearing our green. So we have a special.
Even green socks.
Let me see. You gotta hold it up longer.
Oh.
I just wanted to make him hold them up longer.
Sorry.
So in our family, today is a birthday for somebody, so we're not going to say a name, but we're just going to say happy birthday! So, if they see it later, they will know that we're talking about them. Ooh, police car just pulled up in the cul-de-sac, so we'll see what's happening.
This live just took a wrong turn.
You never know. It didn't leave the cul-de-sac, so where is it going? Anyways, it's just kind of funny. So that from standing from our kitchen, we can see like
the road,
everything going on. Yeah, and last year when we didn't have the kitchen, because we were in the middle of a kitchen remodel forever. We're still in the middle of a kitchen remodel, but at least it's a functioning kitchen. But our stove was sitting by the front.
We're transitioning from kitchen remodel to house remodel.
Well,
so
yeah. But anyways, the stove was sitting for months right in front of our front window, and it wasn't plugged in, and I used it as a countertop. And I actually loved being able to sit there and just watch out the window all the time while I was cutting things up and using it as a countertop, not as a stove. Yeah. But it was in our living room for 8 months, not with no stove working, and we made like 98% of our meals from scratch. So
anyways, do you like this? Do you like what's going on here?
I do like this.
Come on.
I'm making do with the hood up there. I made like a little shelf up there while it was it's in process of being made. But that's the next step in the kitchen part. But this week you guys changed out 4 doors upstairs. I had to count. So we got 4 new doors upstairs, and then we're gonna get new trim, a new floor, and all these
more doors.
More doors.
Flooring.
Yeah. So we're in the middle of a big stuff. Somebody said that they love the stove fan hood. It's getting there. It's about. I kind of decorated it just so it didn't look weird for today, but it's gonna be beautiful when he gets done. But it has a little leprechaun stuff brewing
on how it's gonna look different than maybe you would think.
It'll have an actual hood there, and then I won't have to like open up the door when I do stuff. Oh, I got my hair cut the other day. I got like 5 inches cut off my hair. So anyways, I just flipped it up and you can see how short it was. But are people wanting to know a hack?
I think so.
You think so?
I'm
But
pretty
they might
sure,
leave right
I'm
after
pretty
they
sure
find
that's-
out all this new stuff. Okay, so anyways, let me go grab some stuff. Ready? You talk to them.
All right.
You tell them all this
In
stuff.
case you're wondering, the chickens are doing well still. They're doing good.
And we haven't
Yeah.
bought any chickens.
We haven't bought any chickens. We haven't bought any eggs. So that's a win for us.
I cannot go to the feed store in the spring with all the chickens like chirp, 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 chirp.
Yeah. All the they're pretty cute.
Grab random stuff out
Chicks
there.
are pretty cute when you go pick them up at the store and stuff. But man, when they're like in their teenage years, they're just as awkward as anything else.
Yeah, like a teenager.
Yep.
I've known him since he was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty awkward. No, I just tease him. I'm gonna move that up.
I'm sure I was just as awkward as everybody else.
No, probably.
It didn't deter you from wanting to date me.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
No, I didn't. So, luckily enough. No. Okay.
you just made the screen bounce when you did that.
Sorry. There was a towel and it was bothering me, so I moved it. You guys want to know a big hack, a big secret? So, the other night when we were doing the book, well, we've been doing the book for months, but I kept all day. All right, you want to smile and stand there? You have to smile the whole time. There you go. The other day when we were doing the final draft on the book, like something just kept nagging at me all day that if we could put, grab the big jar in there, the big jar. But anyways, here, let's just start here. That one. I did forgot to grab it. So anyways, this is what started everything, was strawberries in a jar. So there's my strawberries. They're over 2 weeks old. In the winter time, they're like 17 days old today. So anyways, they're perfect. They're in there. They're going to fog up because they're outside now, or out of the fridge. But anyways, these are the strawberries that made me famous. Were these strawberries. But the other day when we were doing the final edition for the book, we kept going through and looking at it over and over again, and something just was tugging in my heart that you need to go to the store. You need to go to the store. You need to go to the store right now. And I was just like, okay, on my next shopping trip, I will put this item on my list and look at it and stuff. And it was just nope, all evening, you need to go to the store. And I was just like, we have a midnight deadline. I need to hurry up and work on this. Anyways, and so we're going through all the different screens and looking at it, and we know that strawberries last in a jar for weeks, and we know that a cut up apple will last in a jar for a couple days after you cut it up. It'll just right in the jar, it'll last. And I know an avocado will stay fresh in a jar. It's always better if you leave the skin and the pit on. But you can keep your avocados fresh for weeks, in the fridge. But then after they're cut, you can put them in a mason jar. If you leave the skin and the pit in it, it'll stay fresh longer. So anyways, this is just a whole one. But in here, so this is a wide mouth pint jar. And so it kept nagging at me. If we could do this, and we could do this, and we could cut this up and put it in there and last.
Wait, this thing is one of the things that you had a survey of what?
Oh yeah, this is the thing that people ask me about the most, that they throw away the most. Do you ever throw away these? Look how nasty that looks. These bananas were cut at the same exact time a couple nights ago when I went to the store at midnight as these bananas. So these are over 2 days old, and these look totally fresh. Bananas in a jar. How many of you guys have thrown away a banana because somebody hasn't ate the other half? These have been in here going on 3 days. They do not, the ones that are cut do not look as fresh as, oops, they don't look, I'm holding the wrong thing. They don't look as fresh as the bigger one. So, but it's the same, like, the same as the avocado and the apple. Like when I cut the apple, I'll cut this to show you. But anyways, the bigger it is, the more it's going to stay fresher. But this is like 3 days old, you guys. A 3-day-old peeled fresh banana. 3-day-old peeled fresh banana. Like, that's crazy. Like, there's no way I would eat this, and I would totally eat this. So I also did it in and kept the skins on. So these are totally fresh. And then I made it bigger and kept the skin on after I cut it, just to see like what it looks like. So you ready? It like sealed itself. Did you hear that? I mean, come on. Who has had toddlers or husbands or yourself that you only want to eat half a banana and you don't want to eat the whole thing? And this was from, what was that, Sunday night?
Sunday night, yeah.
Yeah. 12:30, 3 days ago. Totally crazy. Totally crazy. So, bananas in a jar when your kid only eats half of them. I'm telling you.
Like at minimum, you can save it to the next day.
Right? Right? Like, oh my gosh. Like, how many times does a kid, like, right? Somebody's like, great, fine, amazing, right? It's like freaking out. Your kid only eats half the banana, put the other half in a jar. Like, it will last from breakfast to nap time or snack time. But these are 3 days, you guys. 3 days. Fresh bananas. We are like freaking out about this. So seriously, 3 days. 3 days. Somebody's like, I cannot wait to try this. My dog usually gets the leftovers. He's going to be so bummed. Yeah, our chickens are bummed too because they don't get nearly the produce that they used to get. But seriously, like the avocados, the more that you keep the skin on, the longer it's going to last. It totally works the same for a banana. It totally works the same for an apple. I'm going to cut this apple. Then you can flash freeze them after. Yep, you can still flash freeze them. So seriously, every single item in the book will last at least 2 weeks. Raspberries are just a little bit on the side, but raspberries and bananas, if nothing else, you can freeze them. There is no reason why any of the 25 items in the book, you would need to throw them away. So you could totally get all 25 items to last. I'm going to cut this and show you how I do it. But you can get all 25 items to be where you don't have to throw them away. So this is our huge banana in a jar news. And we were able to pull the edit and be able to get it in time. So it will be in I Bought It Now What, which is available on pre-sales. And then on Sunday, it gets released to the world, which is just crazy. There's literally been people all over the world that have bought it. What's the book called?
I bought it. Now what?
Normally he's like, I bought it. Now what? So, anyways, I'm going to show you how I cut this. Well, you can't see the cutting board, but I'm going to show you my trick. Will you grab me a jar?
Yep.
So when I cut the apple, I keep it, I try to put it back together as much as I can and then set it into the jar. So it just helps it stay, like, the more the sides aren't exposed, the better. If they're touching the other pieces of the apple, the better. So if that doesn't work, then it's fine. But I try to kind of keep it as much attached as I can when I lay it back in there. And then this will last cut for a couple days. You don't have to use citric acid, which is made out of mold. It's not made out of citrus juice like most people think it is. It's made out of mold on corn. So I choose not to use it. This apple has been in my fridge for months, like since this fall, months. It was like my last of the green apples. So we're pretty funny where we like to eat whatever needs to be eaten next and then sometimes if something doesn't need to be eaten up, then it just sits there for a while. Anyways, I try to form it back together when I put it in there in different pieces. But this will last for days with the lid on. There's a lid in the other room. I don't think I have one handy. But anyways, you want to jump back in here with me?
Sure.
All right. We are here for questions. We are here for whatever you guys want. So that was my big announcement. Bananas. Just like avocados in a jar. 3 days, you guys. 3 days. Bananas for 3 days. I use the Snap Lock small rectangle for apples and pears, and they don't discolor and stay because they just and don't discolor. The glass ones, yeah. I've never put them in the glass before, but that's what I put my carrots and my celery and stuff in. Mike's grabbing one out of the jar. So, yep. He's showing you the like Pyrex glass containers. You can get these at Costco. They're in our Amazon storefront too, but these are great and they keep stuff fresh. And they snap. They're like super snappy. Super snappy.
Super snappy.
Super snappy. So, anyways. Okay, I have something here I was going to show. These have been sitting on my countertop. They probably could have been cut a couple days ago, but I like them for St. Patrick's Day. But these are microgreens. And all you have to do is pick them up. So this is just like a Rubbermaid container, and I put dirt in it. And then I sprinkled it like full with seeds, which this is the seeds. I guess it's on the side. I got these off of Amazon. So anyways, you sprinkle them with seeds and then keep them moist and water them. And then as you go to cut them, you can just cut them with scissors and use them on salads and as toppings and stuff. But they like within like 12 days, they get like this.
Yeah,
and
they grow super fast.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
But they kind of look like shamrocks, so it was kind of fun for St. Patrick's Day. I had my little leprechauns sitting in them the other day, so it kind of flattened out a spot. But come on, the leprechauns in a patch of microgreens. But this like whole package will last like a year if you keep making them. Was not very expensive, like under $10, and then you just pick them up. You can just pick them up and take scissors to it and cut it. And you have microgreens for a salad. So super easy to have greens all the time. I missed a question. I don't know if we can get back. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Somebody said they can't wait for the book release. And talking about, the book release, it comes out on Sunday. So they do need sunlight if you can put them in by your window, like even here in our area. But we have a I should put this on Amazon too. But
it's not already?
I know, that's kind of funny. I don't. I have this lamp, which isn't that cool, but that has a grow light in it. So I have a grow light in my lamp.
It's LED too, so it doesn't get hot.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I have grow lights in my living room lights too for in the winter time. So it helps on my plants because I have like 28 plants in the living room. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It's a jungle.
It's a jungle. Yeah, but all my plants, most of my plants are either given to me, because I like when somebody gives me a plant, just so you know. But, or they're babies of babies of babies of plants. So
yeah.
I have like great grandmas of plants in here. So, yeah.
Maybe that's why it's so like, you can breathe so good in here, all the oxygen.
Maybe. It might be. Ooh, I want to show them what Lynn sent me the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I'll grab like 3 of them. My friend who she searched, you can stay with me.
No, I know. I'm just like.
She searched Hawaii with me. Oh, ceiling. What are you doing?
I was just trying to like adjust it a little bit.
She searched Hawaii for me when we went to Hawaii together for a tree that had 4 branches, and totally believed in me like years ago that I had this on my heart for a tree that had 4 branches, and which ended up now is our logo. But for the whole week we were there, we were looking for a tree with 4 branches, and she believed in the cross legacy and all the things. And she sent me these cute little strawberry magnets the other day. So they're all over the side of my fridge, but they're just adorable little strawberries. So I wonder if they stick on it. Oh, that's cute.
It's metal.
It is metal. I'm gonna put them in my strawberry basket here of all my timers. So they're on there. But, I mean, come on. They're strawberry timers. I love them. They're like decorations and fun things, but little timers. Okay, so somebody asked if the microgreens need sunlight. So they only need to be by a window. But we use the grow light in the lamp too to give it like an extra green boost. And then I have a light here because I have tomatoes and okra and spinach.
Okra, that's a new one for us.
It's a new one. The okra kind of looks like 4-leaf clovers too. Anyways, I have this right here on my my countertop growing too. Normally I do a whole bunch more, but this year with the remodel, it's been kind of hard. So.
Well, and you've got counter space to put this stuff.
I know. I've never
By the
had
way.
counter space before, so.
I mean, that's something that's good out of this whole mess, right?
It's all amazing. You're amazing. Mike has done this whole remodel, like all on his own. Like you don't even know. This time last year, there was a huge hole in the ceiling, and he removed the drop ceiling and removed a wall and changed out the door and all of the things. And he's pretty much learned how to do it all on YouTube. So, he is not a contractor. He's not a builder. Yeah. And he has just learned how to do it, and we saved to get it done. And so it might take a little bit longer to get some things done, but he's a perfectionist. So
yeah,
he gets it done. And when it's done,
I had
it's
some
right.
great friends and family help me too.
Yes,
so that's been good.
Yeah. When my dad builds something, it's usually with a chainsaw, and he's a get her done kind of thing.
Exactly. Amy's dad it's all about getting it done as quickly as possible with what he has available right now.
Yeah. He built like the whole cabin that my mom has lived in for 25 years out of a chainsaw, using only a chainsaw. So, I mean, like, he's like a chainsaw and get it done. So, Mike is very precise, but everything gets done correctly, the right way. And, speaking of the right way, this cabinet right here, I like it to have all of my pretty, it doesn't have all my pretties in there, but because I have a whole other room of canning items, but I didn't realize how heavy that was. And when he was working on the hood, on that cabinet, like last weekend, 2 weekends ago, he realized that this cabinet needed some support. So he had to take it down and like kind of rebuild it and then put it back up. So he knew that I wasn't going to not put my pretty jars in there. So that was
and put some metal reinforcements in the cabinet too. That's what I'm learning about. A lot of things in here is that everything is super heavy, and it's just like Amy will put stuff in the cabinet that is super heavy. I don't know. He's got to be able to make sure you can do a pull up off the cabinet or something to be able to get it to even last. I don't know. This is funny.
Hey, I can get, parsley and asparagus to last 2 months. Yeah. You just have to figure out how to make the cabinet last.
I know. We're going to have, next cabinets are going to be like very cool metal, solid metal, like.
As long as they look cool, I don't care.
Industrial.
Yeah, that works. That works for me. So we'll see. Do you have any fun St. Patrick's things to talk about while I stir this pot? I made Irish stew tonight because I hadn't went to the grocery store. Besides for those bananas that I got at midnight the other night.
Midnight run for bananas.
I literally ran in at midnight and spent $2 and got bananas and got back out and back to my house and then said I was safe. So the team members that were waiting up knew I was safe. But
I thought those were it, but those aren't it.
No, because I sent them with somebody.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So I took a picture of them though.
Oh. So, it's kind of a fun.
These are a plastic one.
Huh?
There's a plastic.
Oh yeah.
Not the ones he was going to talk about.
No, but a classic kind of a thing that we did to celebrate St. Patrick's Day was to have gold coins, like chocolate gold coins. Those are kind of fun to find. You can find them I think you can find them all year round, like a certain, like in the bulk food section or even like in a little like bag of them or whatever. But it was really fun, get those, and it's just a fun tradition that we did with our family.
Are you gonna tell about the
What?
story about it?
What story?
You don't remember the story about your dad and somebody crying?
About my dad?
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Well, I think the story is that somebody didn't realize.
Somebody counted them all day long and stacked them and counted them, and it was about like 3 or 4 years old, and just thought that it was so cool.
Yeah. Okay. I know this is going.
Yeah, that the leprechauns had came and left the gold coins when they woke up and everything, and all day was counting those. And I wasn't going to tell them that they didn't know that there was anything in there. Like, they were having so much fun just counting them. I was all for it, especially we're having a little. But then we went down and saw your dad later that night or the next day, and they still had them, and they were still counting them, and his dad was like, "Oh, I got one of those too." And he's like, "Let me show you." And he opened it up and he went and took a bite of it. And our little at the time just started bawling because they thought that they had gold, like real gold. It was counting their gold all day long. They did not want it to be chocolate. So, yeah, we buy them every single year and we think about them. And it's fun. But we used to, when we didn't have dogs or a bunny, we used to have a bunny in the house too. But years that we didn't have an animal in the house, like the leprechauns would leave them throughout the house and different things, and it was kind of fun that they would wake up to them.
Yeah, it was fun. Fun traditions.
Yeah. So you made something last night that was green.
I did.
We had bought extra because with my oral surgery, we didn't know if I wanted some, and so we were like, "Oh, we're gonna save this for St. Patrick's Day just in case."
Yeah, and it's really good. We don't really eat it very much, but it's really fun.
Green Jello.
Green Jello.
For St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So,
Lime is one of my favorite flavors for sure.
oh, is that what it is? Lime? See,
Yeah,
I don't
lime.
really normally eat Jello. So
No, but we should. I don't know. We should add it to the list.
not adding it to the list.
You don't like adding. You don't like adding Pop-Tarts.
Nope.
You don't like adding Jello.
Nope.
You don't really like adding
I
Oreos.
made you cherry turnovers
No, I know,
from
yeah.
scratch.
They were delicious.
Yeah, for Potty Day.
They were delicious.
Well, they weren't really from scratch. I had,
Well,
I had
the
puff pastry in the freezer. I was trying to think of what the name of that was, but it saved the day because we always celebrate all the little holidays, and I totally forgot about Pie Day until like 9 o'clock at night, and I whipped out a pie.
Like technically there was like 6 of them there, right?
Yeah, right. He doesn't even know what his favorite Pop-Tarts are because I haven't bought them like in at least 10 years.
Yeah, you haven't. Sometimes we had some in the we had them in the pantry like 2 years ago.
No.
Yeah, because somebody else bought them.
Oh, yeah.
And then I
I'm
stole
like,
them.
I didn't buy them.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
are you talking about?
Somebody else got them here when they were here for college. They came home from college.
Okay, well, I can't control what somebody brings home from college. But
They were delicious.
I didn't eat them, though.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Cold or hot?
Hot.
I'm just asking.
I don't know. Is that a question?
No.
S'mores was a good one. Good flavor.
Oh, somebody said how precious and how thoughtful. Yeah, those gold coins make me so happy. So I bought them, and then I sent them away, so they had them at college. So they got them. But anyways, do you guys have any more questions while we're here? And we are here. So that was our big bananas.
Yeah, let us know if you've already pre-ordered the book.
Oh yeah. So on Kindle, you do not have to have a Kindle tablet or e-reader. So the Kindle, you can go to thecrosslegacy.com/book, and the book link's there. And there's also a link there for a free, somebody said they ordered it.
Yay!
So there's also a link there for a free download that puts it on your I'm reading questions. So that puts it on your computer. So you can read it on your computer. If you go to thecrosslegacy.com, there's a Kindle download for that. And then look at all the pre-orders. And then, okay. I'll remember that one in just a second. Anyways, Kindle. So you go to the crosslegacy.com/book. There's the link to get the book. There's also a link to get the free Kindle download to make it work. Yeah, well, it's not an app on your computer. I don't know what to call it.
Program?
A program. There you go. The Kindle program for your computer. So you can open it on your computer. And then from a phone, if you want to open it, or a tablet, then you have to go to the App Store and look for Kindle, for the Kindle app. So anyways, there's you can watch it, look at it. You watch us. You look at it.
Read it.
You read it. I don't know. All the things. But you can do that on any device. It doesn't have to be a Kindle, like e-reader, like Paperwhite kind of thing.
So can you do microgreens regrow after you cut them?
No. But you can keep putting more seeds in. Are they fun though? So yeah, they're kind of one and dones, but it's kind of fun. But you can reuse the dirt and see if new seeds come up too. You can just kind of mix it up.
Well, I've seen like in a farm that does that, like a greenhouse inside. We watched videos about it where they would just cut them, and then they would take the dirt and recycle it into compost, and then get new stuff and just keep going. So
somebody asked,
what's the new projects?
New projects. So when we get done with this book, we are going to start, like next week, we are starting to work on the second 25 produce items. So they'll be totally separate than the first 25. It'll be a second 25 of produce items. And we're going to go over like summer items that we couldn't get in the wintertime. So like all your melons and cherries and whatever. Other berries that we didn't talk about, but summer kind of things, and summer things that you grow in your garden. So that book is going to come out right next on June 21st, which is the first day of summer. So the first book is released on the first day of spring, and the next book's going to be released on the first day of summer, and that's a pretty special day, huh?
It is. I like it. I like that day.
Yeah, why do you like it?
You know, I'm ready to live my life.
On a very rainy day.
Yeah, it was raining.
On the first day of summer. But we have a really big anniversary this year.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like six years?
Yeah, something.
25 years.
25
coming
years.
up. Coming soon.
And the secret to that is it's been 25 happy
25 happy years.
Happy years. So we've been happily married for 25 years. So
the primary reason for that is I'm so awesome.
Mm-hmm. He's so mellow and I'm so high strung, and it kind of goes. We mellow together.
I am fairly mellow.
You're pretty mellow.
I don't really get excited about exciting things. I don't really get excited about sad things. I'm just kind of like.
He's pretty even. It helps with me being so.
I mean, I have my moments, don't get me wrong.
Anyways, so that will be coming out, and then I don't know what he's doing. The big goal is big goals.
Talking about the big goals right now?
Kinda.
I'm just asking.
We wanted to publish a book, like a paper book that is like pretty and on your counter and all those things, but to publish the kind of book that we want to publish costs huge amounts of money. So the ebook sales help with the funding of publishing the book. So is that what you're talking about, or you think I had some other secrets of my sleeve that I was going to announce?
Who knows? You never know. I never know with you ever. Just roll with the flow. Just go with it, and that's been my motto. Is just roll with what's going on. We
have our first speaking event on a stage on Tuesday.
What?
I have ever speaking it. Yeah, on Tuesday.
I already knew, but
I know, he just teased me. And so, speaking of rolling with it, we have slides and all the things. And I'm like, I need one of the girls from my team to be the one that's operating those slides because you never know what random order I'm going to end up talking because that's what I do. So
I think you should have an order.
I do have an order.
I think you should kind of have a script a little bit.
I do.
Otherwise, the person controlling the PowerPoint is going to not like you very much.
She knows me. It's okay.
She
knows it. You just kind of roll with it.
You know, pointing some things out.
Yeah. Well, anyways, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. I'm super excited. If you guys are local, and you have a church group or a women's group that you want me to speak at, I would totally be happy to speak at it. Somebody's saying Amy's scroll brain. Yep, I claim it. I have a scroll brain. I heard it's a really great thing for an entrepreneur, and it doesn't necessarily mean I'm a hot mess. So I just have so many ideas that I just do. But anyways, that's why we have a team, so I can like, you do this and this and this, and then I keep thinking of more ideas. But what were you gonna say? I
was gonna say, we took this test, and both of us are very unique personalities.
Chris called you a unicorn.
A unicorn.
Yeah. Somebody said it's an asset to me, Amy. Thank you. And I have a scroll brain, but it's all good. I take it as a compliment. So
we've got a squirrel and a unicorn. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Is that what we were saying?
Yeah. That's pretty much what we got diagnosed as.
I don't know how to go as far as it's a diagnosis, but
I don't know. It was like a test, a personality test, or
not really personality. I don't know,
our intuition test,
something like that. I can't remember exactly.
But the fact that that's why we work so well together, because he's like
a unicorn,
and I'm a squirrel. Somebody said she's so fun to work with, and you put up with me, yay! But anyways, I hope you guys all had a great night. And if you have any questions, let me know. Somebody asked about my Irish stew recipe. I will put that up for Patreon. I'm not sure who asked that, so I will put that up for Patreon. I'm trying not to put too many full recipes out on the internet because I want to make a cookbook. So
in the future, another plan.
So the Patreon members get exclusive little sneak peeks to full recipes, and then they also are going to get 8 calls with me in the next couple months. Like, they start every other week as soon as the book is released, and they get they're gonna have 8 calls when I'm talking about the book and different produce items and different things. It was Leslie.
Yeah.
Leslie asked, and she's a Patreon member. So yeah, Leslie, you get the recipe. So I just have to tell what it is to Heather, and then she writes it out and sends it to you guys. I'm so bad about writing out a recipe, but the whole goal is to be able to write a cookbook someday with some special
Speaking of recipes, we had a really good recipe last night.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, Amy made biscuits and gravy. And they were super good. Super good. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, as a kid, when we had biscuits and gravy at my, when I was a kid, and my dad loved it, but I did not. I always wanted something else or whatever. I was not a fan. I don't know what. I think taste buds changed or something. I'm not sure, but it was so it's just so funny how now I'm like, this is great. And before I was like, oh my goodness.
We had those biscuits and leftover gravy for lunch today.
Yeah. It was super good. Good.
I have some left here. And we're gonna this is flour on the top, just so you don't think it looks moldy. But in case it's just extra flour. But these are my biscuits from last night, and we're going to just use those with our stew tonight when we get done here.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
I totally was thinking about that. So,
I don't think
I know. And then I think I'm going to have to make another batch of these, and when I make the jam, because last summer, before I even started the blog, or right that weekend that I started the blog, I put all of our berries for the year in the freezer, and we didn't have a kitchen. So I was like, I can't make my jam right now, so I'm going to put it away in the freezer. And I made a blog post about it. And I made a blog post about this that very first weekend of the blog. And this is what went viral. Like, it's so crazy. Like, the very first thing that I ever posted is why we are here today with so many followers. But anyways, yeah, that's what's going on here. So we have
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. We have our bananas.
Yeah, go try the bananas in a jar.
Yep, save them for another day, for another snack.
Yep. Sorry, all those dogs
Dogs.
that are going to be snackless for a while.
Right. So try to keep the skin on if you can. It'll make them last a little bit longer, just like the avocados and just like apples. So apples and avocados and strawberries, like all the things. There's no reason that you'll have to throw away produce. So anyways, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Only 6 months off. But...
I know. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and just have a great night, and we will be talking to you soon. And if you're not a Patreon member, go join us on Patreon. We have a lot of fun over there and get to know each other a little bit better, and have conversations and pray for each other and different things. So it's a fun community over at Patreon. And oh, she said, if you're watching the live, please remember to hit the like button. Oh yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. But, you know, like, we don't get the little hearts over here. That's what I miss on YouTube. Like, that's the one thing that Instagram really has us. But the thumbs up is cool, too. And if you are not a subscriber on here, make sure that you subscribe and help us grow our YouTube channel, which is really fantastic. But by tonight, for sure by tomorrow, when you go to the Cross Legacy /bananas, the new hack will be on there, and it's in the book. So, which is just so exciting that we were able to sneak that in at the last second. And I think this is going to be as big or bigger than Strawberries in a Jar, which is just crazy because Strawberries in a Jar has changed our lives. And think how much money we're going to save families with bananas in a jar. It's just like, so anyways, have a good night. And I'm going to let Mike reach up and turn this off. And we're going to smile in case it grabs a weird thumb shot at the end. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.